Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So I'm going to do a reading for Taurus for March 2019. A few things I want to say before I get started. First thing, this is just a general reading, so it might not apply to everyone. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'll also probably mention signs or elements that come up in your reading. Try not to focus on this too much. It could be about anyone. And also feel free to kind of switch around the characters. So if I'm talking about a situation, I could be talking about you, could be talking about someone else. I'm not really going to go into the astrology today. A few things to look out for though. So we're now in Pisces season. Mercury is going retrograde on the 5th. Uranus is moving into Taurus on the 6th. And Chiron just moved into Aries. So if you're interested, you can do a little bit of research on that, see how it's affecting your sign. And we'll get started. So Taurus for March 2019. What can we get for Taurus? Take that. Two of Wands. Ooh, Two of Cups and the Five of Swords. Okay, so right off the bat, it seems to me like you might have a decision to make about something. Two of Wands is about sort of like being at a crossroads, knowing you have to make a decision. Two of Cups is about reciprocated love. And then Five of Swords, this can be about someone playing mind games, a little bit of a manipulative energy to it. So what it feels like to me is you might have a connection with someone. Sorry, just 1 second. You might be having a strong connection with someone, but you still feel as though you need to make a decision about this person, or make a decision about, I'm not sure, something still needs to be worked out, because either this person has openly deceived you, or maybe you just have a feeling that they're deceiving you. Next we had come out the Three of Swords and the World. So Three of Swords, this can be about heartbreak, could be a third-party situation. All I think it's really saying is that this connection means a lot to you, and it might be causing you a little bit of pain. The feeling I'm getting right now is that this Five of Swords is going to kind of turn out to be nothing. Like, you're gonna deal with it and you're gonna talk to them about it because you know it's something that needs to be talked about. But I do feel like with the Two of Cups, you know, the connection is strong enough on its own, and I do feel like you know, the Two of Wands making a decision is almost just like a formality. Like, it's kind of like, oh, like we should talk about this before we move forward, but I don't see it being like a huge issue. That's just what I'm getting right now. We'll get a few more cards, but next we had the World come out. So this is all about life cycles, completing. So I feel like maybe depending on what this is about, this decision or how you deal with this, could really make or break the situation. So I feel like you do have an opportunity to move into a really wonderful new life cycle with this person. And then Five of Wands, this is all about conflict. So I feel like it's almost saying like it could go one of two ways, right? Like, it could turn into a bit of a fight. It could turn into something with a lot of conflict, or it could just be a chance for you guys to really get a fresh start and sort of move forward from it once and for all. Okay. So we just had the High Priestess come out. So High Priestess is very strong feminine energy, someone who trusts and uses their intuition, someone who can kind of look at the bigger picture of things because she's all-knowing and ultimately make, you know, the best decisions and the best sort of judgment calls. So I feel like what this is saying is, in this situation, it's going to be important to kind of, you know, stick with your gut, stick with your intuition, and also stick with your higher sense of self. So when we're in touch with our higher sense of self, we rarely, engage in conflict. We tend to not have as much like jealousy or regret or resentment. So I feel like it's saying with this situation, you know, as long as you stay at that high vibration, and especially if this person, might be being a little bit deceptive, or it feels like they're drawing a little bit of conflict into your life, to just really try to avoid that messiness of it, because it does seem to me like this is a situation that can be worked out in another way, a lot more effectively, and in a way that will be good for both of you in the end. Okay, yeah, so we just had the Death card come out. So could be dealing with a Scorpio, really just all about like transformation. So I really do see you guys going through a big sort of transformation or wrapping up of a life cycle this month, but it really is about you making that final decision to sort of kickstart or get the ball rolling on this new life cycle, or maybe just kind of like tie up those last loose ends and wrap it up before you continue moving forward. So yeah, 2 cards about making a decision, quite a few cards about transformation. So I really do feel like it's all in the way you approach it. It's all in the way you decide to handle it. Now, Tauruses can be a little bit stubborn. They can also have a little bit of a temper sometimes. So it's seeming to me like what the advice is just to, you know, not get lost in your stubbornness, in your anger. Try to have an open conversation. Make sure you're tapping into your higher self, kind of like taking those deep breaths and being like, okay, like, what's the right thing to do in this situation? How should I be reacting to it? And what's the best way to resolve it with minimal conflict? So we'll get a couple more here. Okay. Okay, this is probably the last 2 I'm going to pull. We'll see. But I just had the Ace of Pentacles come out, along with the Moon. So the Moon is the Pisces card, so it could be talking about Pisces season, or you could be dealing with a water sign, because we did have both Scorpio and Pisces come out. But the Moon, again, another card about intuition. It can be about secrets, or about something being sort of like hidden or not fully revealed. But I do feel like it's saying, again, I know I sound like a cracked record, but depending on how you handle the situation, there is a potential for a really great outcome. So you guys got the World, so like a chance to start a whole new cycle with this person, huge transformations. Ace of Pentacles, which is all about like new abundance coming in. And then, of course, 2 of Cups reassuring you that this is a strong connection and there is a lot of reciprocated love here. But yeah, again, sticking to your intuition, and I feel like this also could be some advice about secrets. You know, make sure there are no secrets. Make sure you're kind of laying everything out on the table, just to make sure everything can get fully sort of like cleaned up and wrapped up, and that there's nothing left to sort of hide, and it's kind of just like all out on the table. You can work through all of it, and then choose to move forward from it, hopefully. Right, so if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you're cross-watching and you think there's a message in here that someone should hear, feel free to send it to them. And thanks so much. I'll see you guys next time.